God is saying to you today, my child, I have called you to love those you might otherwise hate and those who hate you. You may think, but I don't hate any, that you may be true are angry of your feelings, but hatred is a behavior. With someone and experience a judgmental or one. When a vengeful heart, that is hatred. When you gossip about others, you are damaging their reputation, and that is hatred. My disciples asked me if they should call fire down from heaven to destroy a group of Samaritans who rejected them. I rebuked them and their spirit, and then reminded them that I didn't come to earth to destroy lives, but to save them. I want you to follow me in purpose, spirit, and behavior. My purpose is to save people, not destroy them. My spirit is love, not hate. And my behavior is to forgive and bless my enemies, not curse them. So bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you. For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? Type yes to affirm. Angels are saying to you today, sometimes you will face situations that are bigger than you are, making you feel as if you have no answers or resources to continue on. Everything in you says, give up, but don't do it. You're in the midst of a faith test. God isn't punishing you, and He hasn't forgotten you. Rather, He is providing an opportunity for you to grow spiritually and believe Him for greater things. So make a decision to believe the Lord in spite of everything. Don't look at your circumstances or pay attention to the opinions of others. Listen to the Father. Open God's Word and trust what He says. He is teaching you that Jesus really is sufficient for every need you have. There's no challenge too overwhelming or pit too deep. He can always deliver you. So expect Him to prove Himself faithful in this difficulty. Subscribe our channel if you believe in God. God message for you today. What if God couldn't take the time to bless us today because we couldn't take the time to thank Him yesterday? What if God decided to stop leading us tomorrow because we didn't follow Him today? What if we never saw another flower bloom because we grumbled when God sent the rain? What if God didn't walk with us today because we failed to recognize it as His day? What if God took away the Bible tomorrow because we would not read it today? What if God took away His message because we failed to listen to His messenger? What if God didn't send His only begotten Son because He wanted us to prepare to pay the price of sin? What if God stopped loving and caring for us because we failed to love and care for others? What if God would not hear us today because we would not listen to Him yesterday? What if God answered our prayers the way we answered His call to service? What if God met our needs the way we give Him our lives? What if we fail to pass this message on? Type, I believe in God, to affirm. God message, dear beloved child. I know sometimes you feel troubled. I know you feel weak. I see you at times trembling with fear and confusion about your life. I know that you often feel lonely and afraid. So I want to tell you now, my dear child, your suffering reaches my ears and my heart. You may think that I don't hear your cry, but know this. Not only do I hear your cry of anguish, but I cry with you, and our cry reaches my Father in heaven. Your pain and suffering never, not in a single instant, go unheard. Every tear and every moment of worry pierces my heart. My heart bleeds from all the sadness you feel. Know that all your pain I have taken upon myself. Even before it hurt you, it was placed in my wounded side for all eternity. All your suffering, shame, and fear I took upon me so that you could be at peace with my Father. I have done this for all humankind. For this, my Father lifted me up and glorified me, His Son, above all others. This reason, above all, is why I came. I want to give you the one thing that I am sure will help you in any uncertain moment: my peace. I give you my peace, with nothing held back. I give you the peace that comes only from my spirit. My spirit tells you who I am and what I did for you, and all the splendor and majesty of God is found within my peace. My peace sets you free. Do not fear. My peace heals you. Be strong. Trust in my peace. Receive my peace. It is my love poured out for you from before time itself and continuing eternally. Rest, beloved child, in the loving arms of my peace. Type 999 if you trust God. God says, when troubles come your way, you often seem surprised. You may think, how could this happen? Why did it happen to me? What did I do wrong? And yet, as I told my disciples the night of my arrest, as long as you remain in this world, you will have trouble. It's as much a part of your life as the air you breathe and the water you drink. But child, you have access to comfort, confidence, peace, and joy that the rest of the world does not have. You have me, and I have overcome the world. Your troubles will never take me by surprise, and they will never defeat me or divert my eternal purposes for you. Even through your greatest trials, I will prevail. I will demonstrate my love, mercy, grace, and power to you and through you. Even when Satan is celebrating what seems to be a victory against you, I will turn his seeming victory into a true victory for my Father and his kingdom. Nothing can separate you from my love and purpose. Hear my voice and follow me. Like this video if you have a believe in God. God says, grudges are a waste of perfect happiness. Laugh when you can, apologize when you should, and let go of what you can't change. Love deeply and forgive quickly. Take chances. Give everything and have no regrets. Life is too short to be unhappy. You have to take the good with the bad. Smile when you're sad. Love what you got and always remember what you had. Always forgive, but never forget. Learn from your mistakes, but never regret. People change and things go wrong, but always remember life goes on. Type yes if you agree. Universe is saying to you today, look at how much you've developed beyond the surface. You're going for your goals even in those moments when you don't feel ready. You're being grateful even in those moments when life seems difficult. You're no longer sabotaging situations when they're going well. You're seeing things for what they are instead of through the lens of your past conditioning. This is just a few of the ways you're tipping the scales. Imagine what you can do with this level of power. You have nothing but strength and freedom. Your resilience is what got you here. Your newfound awakening will keep you here. God is saying to you today, always be the best person you can be. Be kind even when you're tired. Be understanding even when you're angry. Do more than you're asked, and don't ask for anything in return. Don't silently expect anything either. Listen when someone talks, and really listen too. Stop just thinking of how you'll reply. Tell people that you love them and that you appreciate them. Go out of your way to do things for people. Be the greatest person you can possibly be, and when you mess up, make for it in the next moment or minute or day. Type 888 if you are ready. Universe says, if you only carry one thing throughout your entire life, let it be hope. Let it be hope that better things are always ahead. Let it be hope that you can get through even the toughest of times. Let it be hope that you are stronger than any challenge that comes your way. Let it be hope that you are exactly where you are meant to be right now, and that you are on the path to where you are meant to be. Because during these times, hope will be the very thing that carries you through. Type, I am evolving to affirm. Angel says, Instead of asking yourself why you're not further ahead or why you haven't perfected some things yet, pivot to the gratitude you owe yourself for all that you've accomplished thus far. You not only had to build a foundation, but weather a few storms in the process. Most importantly, you remained committed to your goals even when you weren't seeing the fruits of your labor. The ultimate victory is when everything is saying no, and you keep saying yes. Type yes. Every day can be a good day. Don't make any decisions from an anxious state of being. Your peace is more important than anything else. Relax, recharge, and rejuvenate yourself by going into a hermit mode that will really allow your body to process the intense emotions you are feeling. Ground yourself more and pause before taking any action from a place of rush. Hold space for unconscious behaviors of others instead of absorbing their energy or projecting onto them or letting them project onto you. Stop thinking that you're going crazy for feeling out of balance. Become aware and slow down to prioritize your mental and emotional health over anything else. Listen to the intelligence of your body when you don't feel peaceful about doing something. You don't have to do it. Listen to the signs and your intuition. You attract blessings when you are flowing, not forcing. Type 1,111 inches to receive blessings. To support our channel, please subscribe our channel and turn on bell notification. God is saying to you today, something new is coming in your life, even if you don't see it yet. A creative spark is being ignited within you, pushing you forward towards a new beginning. A new you is emerging. You are discovering new things about yourself that were hidden treasures within you, and find a new sense of balance as well as confidence to overcome any challenge and face anything with courage when going in the direction of what your soul desires. New connections and a new sense of self are on your horizon. The changes may not be physical yet, but a strong vision has been with you for long now, and you're waiting for that sign from the universe to take right actions when the opportunities present themselves. You're being guided to view reality from the perspective of your higher version. Avoid interfering with the life of others or acting on emotional waves. Observe the guilt that arises when you experience pleasure and choose to let it go. This helps you embody more self-love. Transformation ahead. Type yes. If you feel this God message for you today, you knew this would be painful. You knew you would go through darkness to remember who you are. You knew you may feel like an orphan within your blood family or feel like you don't belong here. You knew, and you still chose to come here because you are infinitely strong and have a mission to fulfill here. This is what helps your soul evolve beyond measure, because as you experience pain and you alchemize it into courage, passion, and you let it drive your purpose on the planet, you unleash your infinite light. Your light is impenetrable, unfuckwittable, and untouched. This message is dedicated to help you remember who you are, why you came here, and how spirit guide infinite you are. You are being called to connect with your higher self and tune into what your soul is calling for you right now. Pay attention to deep desires that are screaming out from your heart, and this deep knowing doesn't leave you alone because a higher version of you is guiding you. Face the fears, doubts, limitations. Nothing has power over you when you claim your power. Subscribe our channel if you believe in God. There is both a universal and individual shift occurring. You either feel one or both, but no matter where you are in your phase of experience, the fact remains that the movement does not stop. Energy is in constant motion. This is law. You've dedicated yourself to the ride. There's no turning back. Just know that it gets better and better. I tell you this from first-hand experience. Don't stop. The life you want is on the tail end of this recreative phase of your being. More consistent joy is on the horizon for you. Even though you still have some difficult days, when you're good, you're really good. Have you noticed that your ability to feel connected and happy continues to expand while the lower feelings have stagnated? There's very little growth to your traumas. Even though they still need to be eradicated, they're not thriving. They're affecting you less, while the good things are growing through you. Type 3 if you have faith on Lord. God says, your life is changing not because luck is finally in your court, but because of the energy you're coming into it with. Instead of meeting something with doubt, you're now inviting it with excitement. You used to bring... God says, stop rushing. Relax more. If you want your manifestations to kick into high gear where things are working out in your favor, you have to create a stable environment for it to occur. Everything that you want is rooted in stability and clarity. Money brings peace of mind. Love brings happiness. So instill peace of mind and happiness in your present state of awareness. Then the material things have no choice but to appear. You've been doing the work to ground yourself, so continue to be mindful of putting ease into practice. Type, I am becoming aware to affirm. The universe is confirming what you already knew, that the plot twist was that your trauma would turn into your growth, that your difficulties would become abundance, that your anxiousness would become memories of a life that once was. So, even if you're in the middle of these transitions, know that each new day is an opportunity to continue sliding towards all the things you not only deserve, but earn. They're not just a privilege, but a right of your existence to live peacefully and abundantly through all things. Don't let your desires and goals distract you from acknowledging the value and importance of your existence in this very moment. This is your reminder to make every day count. You will continue to grow, your best days are yet to be, and you will manifest all your wishes, but nothing exceeds the significance of your current state of being. You've accomplished a great deal. You've endured a lot. Take a moment to pat yourself on the back. You are dynamic. You are valuable. Maintain your passion for life. Type, I'm gentle with myself to affirm. Life was always meant to be joyfully fulfilling. The universe isn't testing any of us. We're not in a heated fight against some dark forces. The only veil that sits between us and a state of perfection is the manner in which we receive life through our mind and conditioning. Once we break through, there are rarely any setbacks and heartaches. Life is forgiving and fruitful, naturally so. God says, you have options now. In the past, you were just scraping by. You were limited with the decisions and choices you could make because you weren't expanding, but that's changed now. You're in a position to take life whichever direction you see fit. You raised your standards the moment you upgraded your beliefs. You stopped accepting mediocrity and demanded more of yourself. Your inner work is beginning to reflect in your outer environment. From this space, your worldly desires open up to you. Type 1313 if you have believe in Lord. You have this tendency to overanalyze things. You're intelligent, curious, and just now really starting to explore the depths of life, so it would only make sense that your mind is active. The importance of taking time to silence your mind has been made prevalent lately, and it is beneficial. It's just as beneficial, though, to listen to what your mind is focused on when it is active. When you're in a good place in your life, your thoughts can be incredibly valuable. You're constantly receiving divine direction in the thought form. It is no different than the synchronicities you see happening around you. They're also happening within you. Be mindful. Type yes if you're ready. And share this video with 5 people who trust God.